Services, Laguna Beach Unified School District. Today I want to talk about what's new and what's not so new in food services. What's not so new, we have everyday salad bars at 3 of the 4 sites, and since 2004 at the 2004 at the elementary schools and high school 2004, elementary schools 2005. No trans fats in any of the food products served in the cafeteria since 2004. Hormone-free milk, 1997. Use biodegradable paper and plastic products. No styrofoam since 2006. Offer whole grains in all sites, 2008. Reduced amount of processed food, no chicken nuggets, 2008. All meals meet and exceed state and federal school lunch program requirements, 1997.
Nice.
And what's new is the salad bars every day are serving fresh, seasonal, organic, sustainable grown fruits and vegetables from a local farm. We now get our, not all of our produce, but some of our produce from a local farm in Irvine. Actually, one of the farms is in Irvine. There's Seal Beach, Los Alamitos, and San Juan is the local area that the produce comes from. Currently serving fresh and organic fruits and vegetables at Thurston, exploring the idea of adding a salad bar there. That's the only site at this point that does not have a salad bar.
The actual equipment.
What we need is a permanent enclosure there, and we don't have that. So that's something we're exploring about adding the salad bar at Thurston. Our whole grain bread and rolls served at all sites are fresh baked daily from a local bakery. We're implementing new menu items, experimenting with international flavor profiles, homemade soups, whole grain pastas, and tortillas. We have no more corn dogs or hot dogs this year at any of the sites. Well, we had used up the last product at the secondary schools, but we're out now, so there's no. And we've got a new thing called Meatless Mondays. We're going to do at least one day of the week where we don't serve a meat product, we use an alternative protein. No high fructose corn syrup in the fat-free chocolate milk. I got with our dairy provider over the summer and I asked them, is there any way that we can take this high fructose corn syrup out of the chocolate milk? It's not good for the kids. And they reformulated the milk and now it has no high fructose corn syrup in it. It's actually a reduced sugar as well. And all the milk served in food services is fat-free milk. This is our menu from El Morro, and the next time I do it, I've got to remember to put on the menu where we have the new items. Put like a little new. We did a Moroccan chicken with roasted vegetables this month. Last month it was with a vegetable couscous. If you came to the back-to-school night at El Morro on Top of the World, you would have had an opportunity to try it. That was one of our new menu items. We also have, for new menu items, the vegetable mixed bean soup. The whole grain rotini and turkey bake, which is today, that's homemade from scratch. And then we have also another one, our Meatless Monday, we have a bean and barley soup. So these are some of the new things on the menu, and down here it shows you where we get our organic vegetables from the local farms. Next one. And the My Plate, which replaces the old food pyramid. This is how we want to. For several years, the Nutrition Services Program. Oh, this is you.
This is me? Okay.
This is you.
Okay. This is talking about money. For several years, the Food Services Program was self-sustaining, and it worked on its own. However, currently, the general fund must contribute more than $100,000, and this was a conscious decision to maintain our program and actually improve the quality. The reasons that we no longer were self-sustaining was, number one, the recession. We had increased food and delivery costs. The price of gas went up. We also purchased higher quality foods. We introduced new menu items, and sometimes they're very successful and sometimes they're not, but it is an additional cost to introduce these new menu items. We have had, as Debra said, all biodegradable paper and plastic products. There have been increased labor costs, and there's a reduction in participation. It may be less expensive for folks to make their own lunch and have the kids carry it to school. Our strategies to reduce that general fund contribution include professional development for the staff, and Deborah will get into that. We're very involved in the Chefs to School program, where the staff will learn techniques and new recipes, and as the offerings improve, then we hope that our participation is increased.
Thank you, Norma. Okay, nutrition services moving forward. So from there, we're taking what's not so new, how we got where we are, and where we're going to go from here. Okay, moving forward, we're going to use the My Plate model to build school meals, encouraging students to eat healthfully. Continue to improve the nutritional quality of the school meals. Continue to reduce the use of processed foods, incorporating entrees made from scratch. Prepare entrees using raw ingredients, natural or whole. And simplify our menus and focus on quality. I think what we did was in the secondary schools, we had so much variety that I think if we reduce the variety and we work on the quality, that we'll have a better product. And we're going to add more scratch vegetarian entrees as well, which we have already done. Okay, one of our programs is salad bars to schools. We participate in salad bars to schools. Online, if you go to Salad Bars to Schools, you can see what the program is about, and what it's about is getting salad bars in all the schools in the United States. That's the goal. We've had salad bars, as I said earlier, in the high school since 2004, in the middle and the elementary school since 2005. But what we have is kind of makeshift ones. At El Morro, we had a table where we put the bins of food out. It was salad, it was fruits, it was vegetables, but it wasn't a salad bar. We have a beautiful salad bar there now. If you went to the back to school night and saw it, you would be really impressed. There's actually some slides you'll see. So we are working with the Salad Bars to School, currently serving fresh and organic vegetables daily at Thurston, working with the Director of Facilities to identify, design, and specify a location to get that last salad bar location for all sites. We received a new salad bar at El Morro, Salad Bars to School program. So now, next slide, I think, is the salad bar. This is the salad bar. It's absolutely beautiful.
Nice.
Before we had a table, long table like this, with the little hotel pans with all the stuff in it. Now this. And if you notice, the lazies are standing up, so it's kid-friendly. It's kid-size. They can come in. They have long tongs, so they can reach across. They don't have to get their hands in it. But the kids love it. I think the participation at El Morro has increased slightly because the kids want to get to the salad bar. And believe it or not, they really like it. On this salad bar here, the red cabbage and part of the mixed greens is mixed with commercial romaine, but part of the mixed greens are organic along with the red cabbage. The broccoli is organic, the cucumbers are organic, the red and yellow bell peppers are organic, and the strawberries are organic on this salad bar. We won't all the time have every product organic because we are seasonal, we are local. The tomatoes are out now, they're planting the strawberries, the broccoli's going in, the green peppers are going out, so you kind of have a rotation of your vegetables and they be more seasonal. And we can buy commercial grade organics, but they are a little more expensive. Yes.
How many kids take lunch every day like at El Morro?
They're right now, say about 100 to 125.
Out of 600.
Yeah. Okay, next slide. Chefs to School program is another program that we're working with. The Chefs to School program is designed to help schools partner with local chefs interested in volunteering time to improve school meals, provide professional development, culinary techniques, and recipes to create healthier school meals, nutrition education for nutrition service staff, and support nutrition services with menu preparation. And this is the next slide. The Chefs to School program. So a little bit about commodities. I just want to throw the commodities in at this point because this is something that a lot of people may not know about. The United States Department of Agriculture School Nutrition Commodities Program supports American agricultural producers by providing cash reimbursement for meals served in schools, but also by providing nutritious USDA purchased food to the National School Lunch Program. The reimbursement rate is approximately 22 cents per meal served in the previous year. So every year, the USDA takes the amount of meals we served in the previous year times 22 cents, and we get that money. So last year, it was about 103,111 lunches times 22 cents. It came out to 23,000 some odd dollars. We take that money, and we use it to buy commodities. The commodities are excess. And when I say excess, that means your growers and producers in the United States, anything that is 66% can be 66% in excess, they can sell that to the U.S. government at a discounted rate, and then that goes into the food service programs. It's not food that's at the bottom of the line. It's from all manufacturers, Del Monte, Hunt's, any processor you know of that you would buy from any local supermarket is what the excess comes from. So that's part of what we have to use, that $23,000. If I don't use it, that would be $23,000 more that the district is putting into the department. So to utilize those commodities to make scratch entrees, the Moroccan chicken is one of them. A whole grain rotini and turkey bake is another one. The whole grain rotini and the turkey is from USDA. The carrot ginger soup that I made last week, that was made from carrots from USDA. And vegetable mixed bean, those vegetables mixed bean, and the barley soup, those are all made with USDA food, but they're made from scratch. The carrot ginger soup, I don't know if anybody's kids had that, or I got absolutely no feedback on it, but I want you to know it was a lot of work to make. And as Norma tried it. Norma's my guinea pig. She tried it. Norma, was it good?
It was very delicious, and when Debra came back from the cafeteria, she looked like a carrot.
Did you ever try to use your home emulsifier to do a big pot of carrot? Not good. Okay, this is our Chef de School training day. This was December 2010. The staff worked with Chef John Merlino, and they were doing some veggie wraps and some veggie burgers, some vegetable entrees. We worked with him on some vegetable entrees. That's Brian Armstrong, the kitchen manager at the high school. And this is Chef Luigi. He was also at the back to school night at Top of the World in El Morro to answer questions and come speak with parents if we were there. This is all of my staff, and this is a training day in the kitchen. We have been invited back as many times as we want to go. So now the goal is trying to get 13 people all together at the same time to do a field trip. But this one was a really fun day. We made a lot of nice things. They're on the board over there. You can see some of the entrees that we made and whatnot. Okay. Farm to School Initiative. This was a big one for me. I think probably the end of last year I was invited out to the Great Park. OC Produce put on a presentation about local organic produce, and I was like, yes, this is what I've been looking for, and I was invited, so I went. And it didn't take me long to say I'm doing this no matter what. And so the Farm to School Initiative is designed to help schools connect with local farms in order to serve healthy meals using local sourced produce. This will help revitalize the local farms, and it's a great opportunity for the farmers in our area. LBUSD Nutrition Services takes it one step further and offers seasonal, sustainable grown, local, organic fruits and vegetables. So I'm not just going to go to the farm to get the fruit and vegetables. I'm going to go to the farm to get the organic fruit and vegetables. And I have to tell you that when we got our beefsteak tomatoes, they didn't come in a box. They came in a bin because they were picked from the vine, and they were picked in Seal Beach and put in a bin, and we recycle those bins out. So in the long run, the cost is a little bit more, but not as much more as it would be if you were buying it commercially, because it's not going through that processing of boxing and all that stuff. I mean, some of the stuff we still get in boxes, but we're working towards eventually just using recyclable bins that the produce will come into right from the farm to the table or to the student plate. Local, okay. And then also a local organic Orange County farm, the one that we're dealing with, has volunteered to help rejuvenate LBUSDA gardens, creating teachable moments for students. Alexis with OC Farms is part of Transition Laguna. I know she's done some work on the on local gardens already. When she was at Top of the World doing the back to school night, the farm was actually the farm representatives came to the back to school night at Top of the World. And she asked, can I look at the Top of the World garden? So she went down, she looked at the Top of the World garden, she came back all excited, and she said, can I work on rejuvenating your garden? And I said, well, I'll ask Ron, but I'm sure that he'd be excited about it. So I don't know if they've met yet, but I put the two of them together, and hopefully Alexis will make the rounds in the districts and help rejuvenate our school gardens. This is the farm's garden. It's the Great Park where we get our organic bell peppers. This is before. and the salad bar is after. These are some of the green beans. We get the fresh green beans, and what we did, because the green beans were starting to go out, we ordered a lot of them, and we prepared them, and we put them in seal meal bags in portions, and we froze them, because they're still good green beans, and they're still organic green beans. They're going to be frozen, but they're fresh frozen. Because when green beans go out, you're not going to get fresh green beans anymore unless you get them from Chile or you get them from Mexico. And my goal is to serve the fresh fruits and vegetables, but locally, sustainably, and not go out of the country for them. Okay, and I'll tell you a little story about these beans here. I don't know if anybody knows what these are. These are, they call them either dragon's tongue or cranberry beans. And I thought, cranberry beans? I didn't know cranberries had beans. And so when Alexis gave me a box, she gave me a box. She goes, here, I want you to try these. These are, they're not like green beans. They're a bean pod. So you have to shuck them. And there are beans inside, kind of like a kidney bean or pinto bean, but they're a hard bean. You soak them overnight. And what do they call these beans? They're heirloom. They're heirloom beans. So they're year after year, they're heirloom beans. So she gave me this box. And so I soaked them overnight and sauteed them the next morning with a little organic onions and peppers, and made some beans out of them. Put them on the taco bar at high school. Fabulous. The beans were wonderful. The kids were using them over their chips. They were using them on their tacos, and they were just wonderful. And that was just an experiment. That's not something that at this moment I could say that we would do every day, but that's something we would work for in the future. That was another fun cooking. I've been doing a lot of cooking experimenting in the kitchen myself. And the reason why I do that is because I don't want to put things on my staff that I don't think are possible to do. Like, I would have never said, okay, you're going to make carrot ginger soup. They'd never made it before. Here's a 40-pound box of carrots, now go. No, I can't do that. So I had to do that. I did it myself. And I have to say, I'm glad I didn't. They probably would have all hated me for that. Because I hated myself for the idea. Just kidding. Okay, California Department of Education. This is just some information about the rules and regulations that food services has to follow in order to participate in the National School Lunch Program. We have a review every 3 years. So Nutrition Services successfully completed the CR review in July. The California Department of Education reviews national school lunch programs every 3 years for compliance with state and federal regulations. A commentary made by Diana Gonzalez, the CRE reviewer, observing the nutritiously rich and diverse salad bar at the elementary schools, it is highly recommended that you call it fresh fruit and vegetable bar in the menu to reflect the fruits and vegetables in the menu as required food elements in the food-based menu planning approach. So she came in and she was like, wow, you guys have really great salad bars. We keep going. Okay, and then we also have what's called the SMI, which is the School Meals Initiative. Nutrition Services successfully completed that in September. The California Department of Education reviews every 3 years for compliance in nutrient analysis of menu items, temperature charts for food items such as meat alternative, grain breads, extra foods, a la carte items, baked potato salad. These things need to be temperatured. They need to be temperatured when they come out of the oven. They need to be temperatured when they come out of the warmer. They need to be temperatured when they come out of the refrigerator, and you need to keep charts on these things. This is the law. So this is for food safety, and all my staff are trained in this, and they know how to do it, and it's done. We passed our review on that as well. Health Department, this is one of our awards. Norma has some more in her pack over there. We very often get these. I say at El Morro, 2006, 7, 8, 9, and 10, I know for sure. Thurston the same. I think for a long time the health department didn't know we had a school up at top. Because she never came until we asked her. We had that question about the stove and whether we could cook raw food in the kitchen or not. So we called the health department out. She said, oh, the school up here. Fortunately, I think that is our cleanest site. So, well, I shouldn't say that. They're all clean. But most school districts in California, when my reviewer was out, she said, how do you get 2 inspections a year? I said, they come. They just come. A lot of schools barely get 1. So they really keep up on the cleanliness. We live in a safe community, and I deem our meals are safe. So there's your award of excellence. Elementary back to school night presented the new improved kid-friendly salad bar at El Morro. Salad bars at both elementary sites were well stocked with local organic fruits and vegetables. Parents tasted new menu items, Moroccan chicken and vegetable couscous, and then a trip to the salad bar. Chef Luigi was present at El Morro Top of the World to answer questions, and OC Farm presented their seasonal organic produce at Top of the World. A.G. Kimura and Alexis, I won't even begin to saturate her name, but anyway, stood, and they were there to answer questions. And then technology services, we have the Lunchbox online payment system. Parents can add funds, use student accounts to monitor all food and beverages purchases. We've had that since 2003. It really slimlines the cafeteria as far as the finances and the reviews and whatnot. So, and it's really convenient for the parents. If they forget their lunch, you can go online and it's in real time. As soon as you press send, the money's in the student's account. The CDE Information and Payment System submitted online reimbursement claims 2007, and Commodity Online Ordering and Invoice System 2008. That kind of is just like paperless. So we can do it all online now, and it's much faster. At the end of the day, at the last day of the month, all I have to do is press a button, sends me a report, I fill in the blanks online, and hit send, and our reimbursement comes to us that much faster. It used to be all manual, go through each day. It was tedious. So, but that's it. That's food services.